Biloxi A to Z, the Insider's Guide to what's happening in Biloxi. This is being recorded for Friday, February 28, 2025. Mardi Gras season is in full swing, and this week we showcase the parades. We'll have the police and fire chiefs in the studio to give you advice on staying safe while having fun. We'll also take a look at the forecast throughout the weekend leading up to Fat Tuesday. The big parades take place starting Saturday with the Second Liners and Crew of Neptune parades, and then on Tuesday, March the 4th, with the Gulf Coast Carnival Association parade. This year's Crew of Neptune and Gulf Coast Carnival Association parades follow the same new route, which allow for fewer floats on Beach Boulevard and around the hospital. Traffic plans will also be in place with road closures. Each event will include heavy pedestrian traffic and vehicular traffic, so know the parade routes ahead of time. Joining me now is Biloxi Police Chief John Miller. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we have a lot going on. Mardi Gras is in full swing. We have the big parades coming up with the Neptune Parade on Saturday and the Gulf Coast Carnival Association Parade on Tuesday. But they both follow the same new route. Tell us the reason for this route.
Well, it's the safety issues actually. With Neptune, they actually had to go across the railroad tracks at one point. And that we've always worried about that. We've always thought it was dangerous, but we've made it work. But we've had incidences where the parade has had to stop for the train to go by. We've had instances where the train has actually struck some vehicles that were parked too close there. So we've eliminated that completely. And then Highway 90 has always been a big issue for us too. People have to remember that that's a U.S. highway. It's not a city street. It's a U.S. highway. It's almost impossible to really secure things the way we wanted to secure them.
And people sometimes get in the median and they're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to, and on Highway 90, the throws, they had to throw only to the north side. They couldn't throw to the south side. So we thought we would try to come up with a new route that would eliminate Highway 90 as much as possible, and we did that. And we'll see how it works. We feel pretty good about it. There is a short piece of Highway 90 that is still being utilized, but it's only about a block, from Maine to Lamuse. So we'll see how it's going to work. We feel, like I said, we feel really good about it.
And then wasn't the hospital kind of part of that too?
The hospital is always an issue, and at one time, we had the dialysis unit back there also. Now I think they've kind of started closing, during Mardi Gras, but the hospital was always blocked. It was always difficult to get in and out, so we've eliminated that also.
That's good. So yeah, it sounds like that's right. That sounds like that. I mean, the whole route, you're still going to be able to have revelers on the side and enjoy the event, but have more safety.
Yeah. With Neptune, it's about the same distance. With Gulf Coast Carnival, it's about 0.5 mile difference, so not very much difference at all.
Okay, true. It's still going to be in the downtown area, and of course, there's going to be a lot of activity going on. You're going to have police at intersections, you have barricades. What's some advice for people during the parade?
So, like I always say, get here early, prepare to stay late. You may not have to stay as late as, especially with this new route, as late as usual, but prepare yourself anyway. Come early, get your spot, be prepared to stay for a while, and enjoy yourself. So you'll see some school buses that we're utilizing this year as barricades, actually.
Is this after the New Orleans incident?
It's after the New Orleans incident. Us, like probably other cities, have always dreaded something like that happening, and always hoped and prayed it wouldn't happen here. And so for us not to go ahead and try to prepare, that's really on us if something were to happen. So we're going to do all that we can do to secure that route and make sure that no one can just drive into the route. So we're going to use some school buses for that. And, some school buses and some large trucks, and that comes with a whole set of difficult issues that we'll have to work through, which I think we have. So I think we've done everything that we can do to try to keep people safe. Now it's going to be up to people to help us and to keep themselves safe.
That's true, and you say that because there's going to be a new food truck area under the I-110 at the corner of Howard and Hopkins, so there's probably going to be traffic there too.
There's going to be a lot of traffic there. We hope that they're very successful there, and I think they will be. Now that will be shutting down just before the parade starts rolling, but for safety issues. We don't want people running back and forth across Howard Avenue.
That makes total sense, And then after, you kind of mentioned about prepare to stay late, but just some tips for people after the parade.
Yeah, don't let your aggravation level get high when you're trying to get out in your vehicle. Just know that you're going to be stuck in traffic for a little while. It's just the nature of the beast. There's a lot
True.
of people here.
Yep.
And so even if this route works great, and we believe that it will, there's still going to be a lot of traffic. So
True.
keep your aggravation low and just know ahead of time that, this is part of it.
True. Yeah, well, y'all, I mean, that's what y'all do, protect and serve, and y'all really do make sure that all the events that we have in Biloxi are as safe as possible, and I commend y'all for that.
Yeah, we said thank you. We certainly
You're
try to
welcome.
do that.
Anything else you want to tell the public?
I think that's it.
Yep, just have fun, huh?
Have fun. Enjoy
That's right.
yourself.
Yep, and be respectful of police officers.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Nick Geyser, Chief of the Biloxi Fire Department. We want everyone to have a spirited yet safe time at Mardi Gras. In order to do so, we ask that you keep safety in mind. There will be a lot of pedestrians downtown on Saturday and Tuesday partaking in the 3 Mardi Gras parades. Please be familiar with the parade routes. Make sure you know where first responders are located. Police, fire, and EMS will be strategically located throughout the parade route areas. Biloxi Fire and Pafford EMS personnel will be happy to assist with any fire and medical emergencies. For Neptune and Gulf Coast Carnival Association parades, we have 2 fixed medical locations. One will be at the Lopez Quave Public Safety Building on Porter Avenue on the east side, and the other will be at Memorial Hospital Biloxi on Raynor Street. Also remember to stay clear of the moving floats and stay behind the barricades. There will be a lot of activity with the throwing and catching of the Mardi Gras items during the parade, so the barricades are there for your safety. And after the parade, be patient. Pedestrians and vehicular traffic will be heavy. Be mindful and courteous. And have a great and safe time, and remember, we will be ready with willing hearts.
Stay in the know with road closures and reopenings by texting Biloxi to 99411. And visit the City of Biloxi on Facebook and Instagram for photos from the parades. The Biloxi City Council had a regularly scheduled meeting this week. To see a recording of the meeting, visit online at biloxi.ms.us and then click here, then click here.
Mild temperatures and clear skies are expected for this weekend, with daytime highs in the upper 60s and evening lows dropping in the upper 40s. The rain chances gradually increase going into next week, with the highest probability Tuesday evening. Well, carnival season is in full swing, and it begins with the Second Liners Parade making its way through downtown beginning at noon on Saturday. Go ahead and take another look at the route so you can find the perfect place to view the revelers. For information, visit BiloxiSecondLiners.com. Then the Crew of Neptune Parade rolls through Biloxi on Saturday evening beginning at 5:30, following the new improved route. This parade features floats built in New Orleans and dozens of marching bands from throughout the state and an abundance of throws. For information, visit crewofneptune.org. Then on Fat Tuesday, the Gulf Coast Carnival Association Parade rolls beginning at 1 o'clock. This parade also follows the new improved route with dozens of association floats, marching bands, and private floats. For information, visit msgcca.org. For a listing of parade routes and safety tips while enjoying the events, just check out the new March issue of B News Monthly. It can also be viewed on the city's website by clicking right here.
We leave you today with a look back at last year's Crew of Neptune Parade. Have a safe and fun Mardi Gras, and we'll see you again next week.